All right, so now we're comparing area. This is a little trickier. So AB has a length of 6 and DE has a length of 2. The area of this whole triangle, according to this, is 20. And we would like to know what the area of this is. Now what's tricky here is, if we were talking perimeter, we'd look and say, well, this triangle is 3 times bigger. So we would assume the perimeter, if the perimeter were 20, we would assume the perimeter of the big triangle would be 60. But that's not how it works with area, because area is measured in units squared. So in other words, if you triple the size of one side of the triangle, you don't actually triple the area. It actually has a larger effect. So the way we have to do area is we actually have to do a ratio in this case. So again, triangle 1, triangle 2. We're going to set up a ratio. And when we set up our ratio, what we're going to do is start with our sides. So let's call this triangle 1, this triangle 2. I'll call this length 6 and this length 2. And I don't know the area of triangle 1. I know the area of this is 20. This statement is not currently true because these represent the lengths and this represents the area. And lengths are usually measured in something like meters. Area is usually measured in something like meters squared. So to sort of get these units to work out properly, we have to square this whole fraction on this side. Not the area side, just the length side to get this to work. It's a little tricky. It's not like anything else we've done with similar triangles, but just be aware that if we have lengths, we need to kind of get them, we have to account for that second dimension. So now what we can do is, okay, 6 over 2 squared. You can square the numerator and denominator separately if you'd like. So 6 squared is really 36. 4 squared is 4. So you have 36 over 4 equals x over 20. And then you can do this any number of ways. Again, if you want to cross multiply and divide, you can. That might be tricky without a calculator, but 4 times x is 4x times 36 times 20. Well, 36 times 10 is 360, right? Because you're just moving over 1. So times 20 will be 720. It'll be double 360. Divide each side by 4, so x equals 720 divided by 4. So 720 divided by 4. And when you do that, you should get 180. So the area of this triangle is actually 180 when this was 20. And again, you can kind of work that out. I didn't do the math by hand for you. But that's the difference between area and perimeter, is just the fact that you have to square this entire fraction for the lengths to find the ratios of the area. So it's a little bit trickier, that one additional step. But otherwise, it's the same general principle as the other things we were doing with similar triangles. So that's it. Until next time, I am Derek Genova. Have a delightful day.